I'm going to talk about why my last video was absolute trash and why I uploaded it. If you're new to the channel, what I'm doing is I've committed to make 30 videos in 30 days. And then from there, I plan on doing 50 videos, 100 videos pretty quickly. If not every day, every other day. I do plan on doing some more YouTube channels. But my point in doing all of this is because I am completely new to this. I'm a newbie. I know nothing. I don't know how to edit videos. I know very little about sound. I know very little about lighting. But I'm learning. And I'm documenting my journey as I learn and as I grow and progress. And hopefully, the things that I learn, I can teach to you so that you can do better. So my hope is that by my being a bumbling idiot, you guys are going to learn how to bumble less and hopefully get closer to your dreams. So the video I'm playing behind me is my 7th video. I uploaded that yesterday, the 7th day. I was trying something, which was a lot more ambitious than anything I've done before. I'm not going to say that I failed because there's a video, there's a completed product. Something was done. I don't know what was actually done. It's ugly, it's choppy, it's not scripted very well. But I learned a lot more from failing in making this horrible video than I would have by watching thousands of hours on how to make a better video. I've learned the importance of scripting, of lighting, of sound, of scripting, of hooking the viewer. Hopefully I hooked you enough that you're still watching. Because I really want to explain why I would take something that was of poor quality, let's say, or absolute rubbish, and another, or just plain old shit, and post it up because it's my brand. You know, you want to protect your brand. You want people to see you in the best light possible. It's my brand, and making bad videos is not my brand, obviously. But my brand is showing you my progression as I learn, as I grow. Showing you the process from making one video to making several videos. It's not showing you a perfectly edited video and then going, oh, well, this is how I did these things. I want you to see the raw, uncut reality of what's going on. This was the best that I could do in the time allotted. Because, again, 30 videos, 30 days. I had one day to get that video done. Should I have filmed it maybe a couple days or filmed it yesterday and then taken a couple days to edit and put other videos up? Yes, but that's a hindsight kind of answer because that's not what I decided to do. And thinking about it now with the hindsight of, hey, you uploaded this video, I'm glad that I did. Because if you go and you watch this video, you'll see some really horrible, stupid shit. And you'll go, oh, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. And that's the point. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. I knew nothing about anything that I did in there. There's so much stuff that I learned in that video. So many things that I learned contributed to the completion of that video that I would be remiss to not post it so that people can see, hey, yeah, it's not great. It's far from great, but it's a completed video and it's up. And there are good things to it. Not a lot, but again, my first video was me standing in front of a camera and talking. My 7th video is a somewhat edited piece put together that's clipped together from 3 or 4 different filmings, which I would have had no idea how to do on my first day. And I don't care how many videos you watch. You can watch all the editing gurus that you want. But if you're not actively doing some of this stuff, you're never going to learn. That's the point that I've been talking about from the beginning. I talk about catching your first fish. There's so many first fish, and I'm still catching them. I'm catching them like crazy. I got 10 poles in the water right now. But my biggest first fish was, hey, I posted my first video. My next one was, hey, I learned a little bit about editing. I learned a little bit about sound. I learned a little bit about lighting. I kept learning, and I keep catching my first fish. And it just keeps getting better. I keep learning more and more and more. And the only way that I'm able to do that is because I actually do it. You can watch all the videos you want. You can read all the books you want. Until you actually make a video and upload it, you're not going to learn. When I watched all my videos before, and I mean I watched thousands of hours for months before I actually sat down and made a video. And they talked about things that I just didn't understand, and I would not understand if I didn't make a video. And when I made the video, some of it popped into my head, and I said, oh, hey, I remember this YouTuber said you have to do this, or that YouTuber said you have to do that. But I went back and watched a lot of those videos, and I said, well, how do you make a thumbnail? Is a thumbnail that important? Is a title that important? How do they work together? Learn things about search engine optimization, SEO, how much of a role that plays in the success or failure of your videos. And when you start making these videos and when you have more than one video up, you realize the difference, the stupid, ridiculous, subtle little differences in the way the thumbnail is set up, or the way your title is set up, or how your SEO works, or with the description of the video. And you realize, hey, this video is making 3 views and this video has 50 views. Why is that? And you really start getting into the analytics of it. And these are things that you can hear about all day long. You can watch all these videos all day long, and they're not going to really mean anything until you really do it. And I knew, especially for me, and the way that I am, I could prepare myself forever, and I would never have enough preparation done. I would never know enough about editing. I would never know enough about cameras and lighting and microphones and how to piece things together, and how to script them, and how to do the SEO part of it, and how to do the marketing part of it. I would never learn enough that I would consider myself an expert, and I just wouldn't do it. And that's why I said, you know what? Not only are you going to do it, but you're going to do it every single day. And that's how I'm learning. And I'm out here every day in the trenches thinking about it. And I still watch the same YouTube videos. I still watch the same creators. I'm learning from them every day. But what I'm learning from them makes so much more sense now because I did it. So if you're a new YouTuber, or if you want to become a YouTuber, comment on this video. Tell me who you are. Share your page with me, or tell me your idea. Let's get a community going. I've reached some really awesome milestones. So this is the 8th video that I've gotten. I reached my 10 viewer mark. I reached having 25 viewers. I reached 50 viewers. My next milestone is 100. I'm working towards that. I've gotten my first like. I've gotten my second like. I've gotten my first comment today. So the only thing I haven't achieved yet, and my goal was to have it done before my 10th video, I do not have a subscriber yet. But I do know that if you subscribe to these videos, you are getting value. You are learning. You're joining my journey. You're seeing me succeed. You're seeing me fail. You're seeing me learn all these things. And the value of that is I can teach you the hows and the whys. It's not always enough for a teacher just to say, well, you need to do this. Or for them to say, thumbnails are important. But why? Why are thumbnails important? I can show you. I can explain to you how one thumbnail performs better than another. That's going to be an upcoming video, so just a little teaser. I can explain to you why the title makes such a difference. There's a lot of things that I can explain to you from a point of knowledge because I've actually done it. So now I'm going to go and edit this video, hopefully a little bit better than I edited that one. But go check that one out because it really is pretty fucking hysterical for the right reasons and the wrong reasons. But it's there. It exists. And there's some really funny moments in there. I do enjoy it. So, like, subscribe, comment. If you want to share this, that's great. If you want to comment about it, I would love that. So, check out some of my other videos and get out there and catch your first fish.